So Friday is a travel day, and first thing is you go through the check-in, get on the bus, and they take you over to the airport. Walked onto the airplane today, and it was a brand new plane, and I could tell right away there's more leg room. So thank you, Southwest Airlines. That plane was awesome, had all kinds of leg room. Even though I'm over by the window, it was very comfortable. Something happened with the computer that is supposed to measure the weight of the plane in certain areas, and it couldn't get it right. Had to do that before you take off, so we wound up getting on the plane and then sitting there for about 45 minutes without moving. People started getting antsy a little bit. We're too heavy.
Just as a weight deal, so the systems. It just added popular.
Are you scared?
Not really.
Jonathan, I'm scared of that guy. I'm scared of that face. Don't do that again, Jonathan.
As soon as the head football coach got up to talk to the pilots, about 5 minutes later we took off. So we're crediting Dan Mullen for getting us in the air. A beautiful flight, a little over an hour. Fly into College Station, Texas. We could see the stadium when we landed. And what's cool about this is you kind of feel important if you've never been on one of these trips, because you get off the airplane and you get on these buses and you get a police escort all the way to your hotel, and you feel important or famous or something. We kind of gathered outside at noon for a 6 o'clock game. So we're out there at noon waiting to be picked up and taken to the stadium. And Everett came rolling in there and just about ran over me as I videoed him coming up to pick us up.
You can get him out from under just as easy as you can get him up here.
But they get you early and take us to the stadium, and so then we have a chance to get some work done. Texas A&M has 100,000 people in here right on top of you. I mean, it goes straight up. It feels like there's 200,000 in here when it gets full. While we lug all the equipment and lug that up there, and then our engineer, Jonathan Ashley, who, I pick on Jonathan. He doesn't like to be on camera, but he does a fantastic job. And then once all that stuff's in the booth on game day, if it's maybe 4 hours or so before kickoff, he then by himself goes through and sets up everything for the broadcast. So this is Kyle Field, where Texas A&M plays football. You can see how big it is, and we're like way up high. When I got on the elevator to come up here, you have to hit the number 8. officially lost. But you can just kind of see how big and huge and gargantuan the whole thing is, and it's great. Of course, these windows will open during the game. They have a button up here that you push, and the windows just come on up.
Are you videotaping?
There it goes. Let's open the windows and let some air in, boys. The pregame, we didn't know. Some folks said they might have a sellout. They didn't really have a sellout. There was this beautiful sunset off to the west. The game was great because Bulldogs played well and won. Their atmosphere and the things they do, the way they coordinate their motions and chants and stuff during the game is kind of unique. It's different than any place you go. And then their halftime show, their band does this really complicated marching and weaving in and amongst each other. It's like hard to figure out how they get it done. So, engineer Jonathan Ashley, he hates being on camera, so that's why I do this. We do a little bit of post-game radio from the booth, and then I send it down to the locker room. So when the game's over, Neil Price, play-by-play man, goes to the locker room. And so then, as soon as they're done in the locker room, in a mad dash,
Hey, Neil.
Jonathan has to pack it all
throw it
up.
on the truck.
We rush down the elevator. I help him take the stuff down so that we don't miss the bus. And State wins the game. Big win on the road. And after it's over, you know, we pack everything up, head to the bus. Bus takes you to the airport, fly back home. Successful road trip.